Hello, I'm Travis Luther, president of Lawfather, and welcome to Lawfather Legal News. You know, for most of us, insurance serves as a safety net for unexpected disasters. When we are injured, we expect our insurance company to step in and cover the cost of our losses. That's why we pay our premiums. But what happens when an insurance company wrongly denies or delays a payment? Here to talk about that issue with us is Colorado injury attorney Greg Gold. Greg, welcome.
Thank you, Travis.
I've heard the term insurance bad faith passed around amongst lawyers. Explain to us exactly what is insurance bad faith?
Insurance bad faith is really a code word for the insurance companies have to treat their clients reasonably. In every business and what we do, they have to treat them fairly and reasonably. And the law imposes on them duties to be able to, that you can enforce through the courts, that the insurance companies have to treat people fair and reasonable.
Okay. And what is fair and reasonable treatment? I mean, what's an example of someone who's not being treated fair?
Well, you have different types of insurance that we all see in our everyday lives. We have our homeowners insurance. We have our automobile insurance. We have our life insurance. We have disability insurance. And when you have a case involving a homeowner's insurance where your home burns down or you have damage to your home, and then you have your vase, you have your carpet, you have your belongings that they say is worth 1/4 the value of what the reasonable value is. That's a delay, wrongfully assessing the value of it. You have that example. You have an example with your automobile insurance company. You have, when you have injuries, you have uninsured motorist insurance, and you expect that your insurance company will fairly value your claim with uninsured motorist insurance, or if you're responsible for an automobile collision, that they will defend you and they will treat you properly. With regard to life insurance, I've been involved in claims involving life insurance as well, where the insurance companies have not paid out in a reasonable time period the life insurance, or in some cases even claimed that the life insurance did not apply because of some type of error in the application where they said you had a pre-existing condition. Which brings me to the last point, which is health insurance, which we are all familiar in our day-to-day lingo with pre-existing conditions. I've been involved in a number of cases and in terrible situations where family members have been denied their health insurance because of pre-existing conditions after they've paid for years and years and years of health insurance, and then they find out there's no one there to pay for their health insurance. Those are some of the, in general, discussion of what you see every day and what we see in our practice and what people may experience in their lives with regard to insurance companies not treating them fairly. Most of the time, the insurance companies do, but when they don't, that's when they end up in my office, and we do our very, very best at that point to address that issue.
So insurance bad faith isn't just relevant to personal injury, it's relevant to any kind of insurance, like you said, healthcare insurance, fire insurance, things of this nature. If somebody is negotiating with their insurance company or they're having an insurance dispute, what do you think are some of the telltale signs that they may not be being treated fairly?
It really, I think people, they know it when they see it. They know when they're not being treated fairly. They're going to have a situation in which their car is not being valued properly. They're going to have a situation where their bill now has been sent to collections where they've been paying premiums to be able to have the health insurance pay the bill. They're going to have a situation where their home isn't going to be valued properly, or their business. And one of the other areas that I wanted to talk about was disability insurance as well, where you have a trauma, you have an illness, and you're not able to work, and you have disability insurance to cover you for that. And the disability insurance, and a lot of experiences I find that they don't pay promptly and timely. So the consumer is going to see, am I being treated fairly in how they feel? And if they're not, then they can call our office and we'll help address that issue. And the idea is hopefully you can avoid litigation. Hopefully you can avoid going to the courts, and we work hard at the initial stages to make sure that can be avoided. Because I've said this before, in litigation you go in a pig and you come out a sausage, and you don't want to be involved in that. And it's tough litigating with the insurance companies, and I'm hopeful that if someone contacts our office, we can avoid that, get the claim paid, and then they can move on in their lives. But a lot of times that doesn't happen, Travis.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Greg, I know your office is down in Greenwood Village. Do you offer free case consultations?
Absolutely. If someone called our office, we'd look at their insurance issue. If it was as simple as writing a letter, I'd be willing to do that, and anyone in our office would, to be able to take care of that. Sometimes with our relationships that we have and the insurance companies know of us, we can make telephone calls and help out. If it gets to something larger, then we work on a contingency fee.
Okay, and what does contingency fee mean
That
exactly?
means that if we're successful in litigating the claim, we would be able to take a percentage of whatever the success is, and it would cost nothing for the consumer at the front end.
Okay. Well, Mr. Gold, I want to thank you for joining us. If you or a loved one is in an insurance dispute or have an inkling that something's not going right with your claim, I would really encourage you to call Attorney Greg Gold today at 303-694-4653. Or if you happen to be in front of a computer right now, you can visit his website online at www.thegoldlawfirm.net. That's thegoldlawfirm.net. Greg, again, thanks for coming down and visiting with us today. I'm Travis Luther for Lawfather News. If you have a legal issue or question, visit our attorneys online at www.lawfather.com or call our confidential toll-free law line at 855-LAW-5280. Again, that's 855-LAW-5280. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you.